Without Jordan Staal, Rod Brind'Amour will be leaning on his centerman in a big way here tonight. As Andrei Svechnikov will sweep this one in, and here we go. Canes and Jets underway. Thanks for joining us here on FanDuel Sports Network. Miller with it now. His shot through traffic, and Milic comes up with a catch, and he'll hang on. Right back into the zone. Carrier chases after it. He comes back for Martinook. Martinook will try a sharp angle shot. Comes out Jankowski's drive. And that one goes just wide. Might have been deflected on the way by. And I think Mark Jankowski's got good memories here right out in front. Martinook and Milic with the save. It was against Winnipeg last year in his first one. Back in. Milic off the glass. Take a bounce and the Canes will keep it in. Martinook, he gets it to Jankowski and he sweeps it one, but Milic tracks it and makes the save. Aho trying to dance his way through. Puck still loose, chipped its way for Milic. Svechnikov tries, but Milic gets the glove on it and will hang on. And now Blake will muscle this one out to center ice. No further. Adam Lowry will get to it. He'll chip this out. Niederreiter. Niederreiter shoots. Good low save made by Brandon Bussey, kicking out the left leg.
It sure was. Through a screen.
Solomonson playing in his second NHL game. His first was Wednesday in Washington. Got it deep, but the Canes right back out. Here's Gostisbehere moving in. Centering. Shot. So they score! Seth Jarvis! The Winnipeg kid scores another one against his hometown team. It's 1-0 Carolina.
Shayne Gostisbehere makes another brilliant pass. Speed from Aho that creates room for Gostisbehere to jump. And he was deceptive with this pass because Svechnikov drove the far post. A lot of players would have tried to force it to Svechnikov. Gostisbehere, no panic, didn't. And the settling job from Jarvis, we just showed.
Zaho is a point-per-game player this year. Game number 24 for Carolina. He's got 24 points. Now here's a chance breaking in. Perfetti, and he's denied by Bussey.
Not just gets saves, but at important times, he's been equal to it here in his first period.
Winnipeg looking to clear, but the Canes will keep it in. And deflected by Carrier, and a nice glove save by Milic. 2:26 left in the first period. Put this one in the Cane zone. It's not offside. No, it is offside, so Winnipeg has to tag up. Chance to push this one in deep, and a massive hit.
It's what it's all about. The wonderful thing in life is when you give, you get the gift of
2014 Stanley Cup championship team of the LA Kings, where Justin Williams was the Conn Smythe Trophy winner. Here's a chance for Stankoven. His long drive save made by Milic. There's another player when we talk about hockey IQs and how they keep developing. Logan Stankoven is that as Carolina banks this one off the end towards Milic. Thought he had it. And almost knocked home by Seth Jarvis.
Is getting pucks deep well. Look at that game of Plinko coming off the wall. And
at this end where the Olympians come out for Carolina can be a little active. Svechnikov's pass telegraphed there. And a chance coming up. Shifley and on Bussey scores.
That's a mistake if you're Andrei Svechnikov, you just can't make. But especially when the big boys are on the ice, Shifley and company. That's just Velarde picks it off and gets it to Shifley, shoots in stride, beats Bussey to the glove side, and he played a really good hockey game. You just can't make that mistake. You can't make it, period.
As we're tied at one, Morrissey with it. Connor behind the net. Shifley steps up. Bussey gets across and makes the save.
Just look at the route. As he ends up exploding off that glove side, that's perfect. If he goes side to side, he's cooked. Attacks the puck.
And that's a big save by Milic. Right back here for Hall. Hall will tip it to himself. Hall across for Robinson. What a diving play by Miller. And then Milic will get the glove on with a golden opportunity to take the lead. They'll get a power play coming up. So their penalties will expire in about 1 minute from right now, and we play the third period. The Canes get to the draw, but it'll be bounced back in, and Brandon Bussey wrapped around. Drive is deflected out in front. Village got a piece. Blake to it. Back for Miller, low drive right there, and Milic gets the catching glove before Ehlers. Make his way through the neutral zone. Velarde. As everybody is out of the penalty box now. Trying to make a play here. Drop back shot, and it hits the bar. And an attempt there for Salomonson. It would have been his first NHL goal, and it hits the bar.
Looked like it hit that post on the glove side as square as you possibly can.
Stays out now. Another chance here for Winnipeg. Working it to the front of the net was Velarde, but Carolina collapses and they can throw this one out to center ice. Now trying to make a play as Jarvis comes in one-handed. Walker with a good keep-in. Quickly across from Miller. Now Stankoven. That goes off of a leg, and you got to be aware of Connor. Leaks himself in. Connor short-handed on Bussey. And dear Bussey, what a save!
See, drag his foot like Dorothy here to make this massive save.
Well, there's no place like home for Brandon Bussey with that save. Oh.
Dangerous chance that doesn't get any more dangerous.
Now Nikishin, a nice play in between the blue lines. Nikishin trying to settle it down, backhand, and that hits the inside of the post. And Alexander Nikishin thought he had the Canes in the lead, but the post had other ideas. 12:07 left in the third, tied at 1. As Bussey leaves it there for Gostisbehere. Quick up here for Blake. Blake weaves his way in, looking for an option. He'll get it to Ehlers, and that one hits the bar. Big game for both teams here, trying to stop losing streaks. Carolina at 2. Jets are at 3. Gostisbehere. Look at this now down low. Jankowski saying, Martinook, he scores! Jordan Martinook, the quick release. And the Brandon Manitoba native makes it a 2-1 game.
Look at this motion that Shayne Willis was just talking about. You need the heavy lifting down low, 2-on-2, and Martinook came in to help carry in Jankowski to get puck possession. And then he had the motion, goes around the clock, gets himself available. Jankowski takes a peek. That's finding a soft area. And what a release from Martinook. All about the release. To be able to go post in to beat.
And Martinook finding just enough time and space to get that release off to a score.
Now a chance here for Winnipeg coming the other way, and Bussey with another save. Now Carolina looking for more. Svechnikov will leave it. Jarvis behind the net for Aho. Back to Svechnikov, and that'll be sent back in. Now Miller with a chance. Jarvis, he scores! Second of the game for Seth Jarvis, and breathing room for Carolina. It's 3-1.
This game will close out the season series for Seth Jarvis against his hometown team, the Winnipeg Jets. I think he'd like to play against them every night. 3 goals in the season series with this one. What a pass from Miller to find him. And it took him a millisecond to get this off that toe to score his second goal of the game.
That one goes over the top of the net of Bussey. Another chance here for Salomonson. He'll go down low with it. Connor, his pass intercepted by Svechnikov. He's going to flip it for Jarvis. Jarvis, he's got a hat trick on his stick. Backhand, bingo! Here come the hats! Against his hometown team, Seth Jarvis, his second career hat trick, and it's 4-1.
And when you look at all 3 goals, some big-time defensive plays for a kid from Winnipeg that grew up with a life-size poster of...
And for Carolina, they're now 35 seconds away from snapping their 2-game losing streak. And they'll improve to 15-7-2. Looking for a little bit more. As the Canes will work this one. Back, it's back. Nikishin scores! Alexander Nikishin, ready, set, fire! And it's 5-1 Carolina. 4 seconds left. Nystrom has it. He'll take it back into his own end. And that's how this one comes to a close. Carolina, a 5-1 win over the Winnipeg Jets here.